Will the Real Deal Mechanic here. Got another video for y'all. This is on a 2008 Honda Odyssey EXL. Basically, I labeled this video, it's rear brake pads and also wheel bearings, rear wheel hubs. So we're going to definitely do the brake pads. And I'm going to show you how to test for your wheel bearing being bad. Now, because I've been having noise. I don't know if it was the tires, wheel bearings, what, but I've been having noise, kind of a roaring noise, especially at high speeds. So I suspected wheel bearings. But when I did this on the other side, the wheel bearing's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and check this side once I get the rotor off. Basically for this job, you need 12mm socket to take the caliper bolts loose. And then you're gonna need a 17mm. And then you're also gonna need, which this side, obviously, yeah, right here, you're gonna need to get these set screws out of the rotor to get the rotor off. Now, you may or may not have these, because if someone's done a job or replaced the rotors or had this on before, they might not put them back. But basically, you want an impact screwdriver bit. I ordered an impact screwdriver, and the bit part actually comes off. They're pretty cheap. That's your best friend in this. I mean, you can do it with the screwdriver, the impact screwdriver, with the hammer and hitting it and turning it if you want to, but it's a lot easier with an impact. But yeah, let's get started. So first we're going to take the caliper off. So you want to go ahead and take these off. There's one. There's the other one. They should be relatively easy to take out. Go ahead and get them out. Once you get them bolts out, you can just pull your caliper off of here. You're gonna want to set it up here out of the way. Make sure it can't fall and hang from the brake cable. And then we're gonna work on getting our 17mm bolts out of here. Basically, I'm using a breaker bar because these are in here pretty good. Yeah, they're in pretty good. So if you have an impact that'll fit in here, by all means use it. Mine won't, so I did this the old-fashioned way. You might not have impact, so if you don't have a breaker bar though, good luck, because these are in here pretty tight. You pull these out. Pull your caliper assembly off. These pads were definitely in need of replacing. So we're gonna go ahead and pull those out. Basically, they pull right out. The one with the tab, when you put the new ones in, goes on this back part, and the other one goes on the other one. And you want to replace the hardware. Mine came with new hardware. It's always best just to replace the hardware, so we're going to. Basically, it's pretty easy to change the hardware. These metal pieces right here, they just pop right out, and then you can just push the other ones back in, just like that. You pull the one out, just push this one back in. It's not very hard at all. Like I said, you just stick it down in there. After that, you're ready to put your pads back in. There's one in. You're gonna want to get your other one in. All right, so get your new pads in. Basically, you're just gonna slide this bag up on there. Like it went before, and bolt it back on. But first, before we do this, we're gonna pull this rotor. Now, if you're changing rotors, this video will help you, or if you're changing a wheel bearing. So let's go ahead and pull these screws. Should come right out. All right, what I'm doing now, I'm gonna throw these lug nuts back on here now that I got these set screws out. You might get lucky, your rotor might come loose. In my case, it didn't. What I like to do is put the lug nuts back on and take a rubber mallet, keep hitting in behind the rotor while turning it. You can also take a hammer and basically, I'm not going to keep recording at this point. You're going to keep working at it until you get it loose. But yeah, basically keep tapping it, hitting it back here with the rubber mallet, hitting it a few times in this area with hammer until it comes loose. Pull your lug nuts back off, and you can just slide your rotor right off. Like so. Set it to the side. And here is your, this is your wheel bearing. You sit there and turn it and listen for noise. If you don't hear any noise, then it's fine. So I won't be changing it, but if you are gonna be changing it, you got four, I think there's 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3. I think there's another one down here. I believe there's 4 bolts that hold this thing in here. Basically, you unbolt it, pull it out, throw the new one in, tighten the bolts. It's not much to it. But we're obviously not going to do that because it doesn't need it. So basically, I'm just going to throw the brake pads back on. Let me get my rotor. Slide your rotor on. In my case, I'm putting these set screws back in. You don't have to. You can leave them out. It doesn't really matter. Might make it easier the next time if you do this and you don't have your impact screwdriver bit or can't find it. All right, once you have those in there, it's time to put your brake caliper back on. Grab it right here. Slide her in place. Once you get it in place, you can get your bolts back in there. 17mm bolts. Get them started. And tighten those up. 17mm socket. Get them tight. Then you're ready to put alright. With the caliper, you're gonna have to compress your piston. And then a brake caliper compressor tool. I've seen people do it with other stuff. You really don't need anything fancy. I got this little basic brake caliper compressor tool. Backing plate goes in behind your caliper teeth, and I just used one of the old brake pads to put against the piston, and basically you turn this thing clockwise until that piston's about flush with your caliper. Right about there is good. Basically you'll know once you get it good enough, because if you don't have it good enough, the caliper's not going to slide up on here like it needs to. Basically then you're going to grab your two 12mm bolts. Go ahead and tighten that nice and snug. That's it. Brakes are on. And at that point, what you're gonna do is put your wheels back on and start the vehicle, pump the brakes a few times so your pistons compress, and get your brakes all good, and take it for a spin. Make sure you don't hear any crazy noises, and that's it for the brake pads and doing wheel bearings. I mean, it wasn't the whole procedure for doing the wheel hub or wheel bearing, but like I said, mine didn't need them. But yeah, anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.